Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Gerard Fairley. I'm with Amplified Logistics, and we set up truck companies for investors, and we manage truck companies for investors. And so periodically, an investor will want to know about the employee status of the drivers. So these are my employees, they're the W-2 or the 1099. And so I want to just give a little clarity. First of all, you have to look at what state you're in. Like if you're setting up your own DOT, MC, you have a truck authority, then the state may well, your state of operations may well tell you, oh, you have to have W-2 status for any workers that you employ over 2, over 4. So sometimes the status of an employee, whether they're an employee or not, whether they're an employee or a 1099 contractor, depends upon what they sign when they start with you, right? Because an employee, and most states will tell you this, all states will tell you this, an employee has a operating time. They work from Monday through Friday, or this, that. They have a description of their work and their time of operation, hours of operation, expected operation, and pay for that. And so that's right. So W-2, you're taking out taxes out of the person's check. In the trucking arena, only the truckers that work for the larger companies like UPS and things of that nature, they have a different type of agreement, so they want W-2. The benefits are a big part of their compensation. But when you're talking about smaller operators, under 10, 20 fleet truck operators, then it's different. It's more 1099. It's almost exclusively 1099, right? So that way, 1099 means that the driver is getting all of the hours or all of the pay that has been due to them based on a contractual agreement you have with them. So they're not an employee. They are actually a contractor, right? So 1099 means like Uber is a 1099 type of a contracted job between Uber, the parent company, and the individual that's operating the car. Uber supplies insurance through a third party, right? And Uber supplies the loads, the revenue, the passengers. So here is a similar situation. So if you're an investor and you have a fleet of trucks and you're using 1099 contractors, they don't work for you. They're independent contractor, independent owner, independent operators, and you have an agreement with them. You have a driver agreement, a 1099 driver agreement that says you're going to work 70 hours on and take 34 hours off. You're going to do the pre-trip. You're going to have an agreement with this contractor and they're going to sign for it. Versus if you have a W-2 employee, the W-2 employee knows they're going to work 10 hours a day and you're going to give them, let's say, $1,500 a week based off of paying them for 7 hours a day, and they're going to get medical. You're taking out, so it's a different setup, and then that person's an employee now. And so when it comes to hiring and firing, when it comes to firing an employee, you're under a different type of regulations. Right? The state is there watching you. You can't do anything you want with an employee because you have a contractual obligation to protect their rights. Versus a 1099, the agreement is a lot softer, okay? You can sever that agreement. You can say, hey, the contract is not meeting their obligations per the contract. It's a lot softer there on both sides. So think about the benefits of W-2 versus 1099. If you're starting out, if you're a smaller company, under 5, 10 trucks, go the 1099 route if you want to alleviate some of your payroll cost. Because you have to do some matching funds with a W-2 worker, employee. With the 1099, you're not doing a matching funds, and there's no taxes and stuff being taken out and tabulated. So talk with the state first and get a sense of where you're at. If you can do 1099 first, you start that route first and then grow into W-2 as you need to and as you add on staff.